Let's go! Rocket League Season 14 is live and we're going to be checking out all of the most recent updates to see what they have brought into Rocket League Season 14. But before we do all that, let's check out the Season 13 rewards to begin with. So let's see what we got then. So we are starting off with the Season 13 Diamond Animated Decal. We got the Silver one, we got the Grand Champ, we got the Platinum, we got the Bronze, we got the Gold, and we got the Champion. But unfortunately, we didn't manage to hit SSL this season, but this season I've said it'll be the one where we're going to grind for either Rumble, Drop Shot or Hoops, because they probably got rid of Snow Day, which we'll check out in just a second. But now we're going to have a look at the title. So we managed to get the Season 13 Grand Champ title, Dunk Master, RNG Champ, Blizzard Wizard titles. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get the Drop Shot one as it is no longer a competitive play mode. But what I just noticed then is that two of them are yellow, the Blizzard Wizard and the Dunk Master. However, the RNG one is red. A bit confused about that. Let me know in the comments. Is that a new thing? I don't know. They've also got all of these other rare wheels, the Bubblegum as well, the Lazarus wheels, all from the tournament rewards, I believe. So they used all the tournament tokens to get rid of those last ones. But it looks pretty clean. I have to say, it's quite a nice map, to be honest. We will have a look at it in a little bit more detail in just a second. But before we do that, let's have a look at the all-important. Have they got rid of Snow Day? And have they introduced Drop Shot? Yes, they have. So Snow Day has now been taken off of the ranked playlist, and instead it has been replaced with Drop Shot for this season. So we're going to be trying to get GC at least in Drop Shot, if not SSL, and we're going to definitely be trying to get SSL in Rumble for sure. Me and Killer Car Crash will be playing lots of games this season, I promise. But now with that being said, let's get into the Rocket Pass. So the Rocket Pass, here is the new car. It is the Admiral Limited body. It's quite a nice body, I have to say. I've seen better, but this is pretty nice for the most recent cars. I potentially could use that one. It's probably got a fairly similar hitbox to the Fennec. I'm going to have to look that one up. But now let's buy that Rocket Pass Premium and let's take a look through all of the tiers that we can get. There we go. We've got the Admiral Limited body. We'll try that one out in just a second. But we've got the Octane Seaweed looking quite dope, actually. I do quite like that. That's quite a nice animated decal. I know most people probably won't like that, but I'm a fan of that one. The title Solid Swimmer. We have the coloured Koi. Interesting noise. It's quite a cool one though as well. I'm liking all these vibrant colours that they have brought to this season. You've got the 10% party boost. You've got a rare drop down there. And then you've got this Cephalopod. Cephalopod, is that how you say it? I think it might be. There we go. Those wheels are a bit ugly in my opinion. Don't think I'm going to ever use those. So you'll have to let me know what you think in the comments of all of these items as well. We've got the Coral Limited Paint Finish. Nah, not for me, unfortunately. The Cool Captain Player title, that's pretty cool. The Hot Shot Smog Check, never going to use that because I never use the Hot Shot anyway. And now the Clownfish, that's a pretty cool one to be honest. You basically look like Nemo to be fair. It's the Nemo car. Some people will definitely be using that once they've unlocked that one. You have another rare drop down there. You've got the Kelp, that's pretty cool. I have to say that's one of the better antennas. I don't know why, though, it's not really coming out from the top of the car. I don't know if that's a glitch. Is that already a glitch in the system there, that it's coming out the wheel? I think that could be. Let me know what you think in the comments. There's definitely a glitch. Then you've got the Hyper Hum limited wheels. They're quite cool. Nice and basic. Nothing too out in your face, I have to say. So they're pretty... They could make them work in your car for sure. Then you've got the Dragon's Breath CU Limited Avatar Border. Bit basic, not for me. The Hot Shark Smog Check Limited Decal, again, won't be using that. The Dominus Jelly Swarm, ugly. And then you've got another uncommon drop down there. Sorry, I've been saying they're rare, but they're actually uncommon. You've then got the Snorkel, which comes out the side. That's a pretty cool one again. There's a limited antenna. Maybe they are going for the antenna being not coming out of the top of the car. I'm not too sure. It just looks a bit strange to me, the antenna coming out there. The Snorkel looks a bit better than the other one. But it feels like it's been done wrong and it's coming out the wheel now instead of the top of the car. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. You then have the Swag Surfer Limited Player title. You have the Admiral Limited Player banner. Pretty cool player banner, that one. You have the X-Devil Triton's Revenge. Never going to be using the X-Devil. The TriCast Limited Wheels. You know what? You could get a sky blue car. Looking pretty dope on that. So mine's just a little bit too dark, unfortunately. But if you've got a sky blue car, it would definitely work quite nicely with that for sure. Then you have the Mako Limited Body. This is the car, I believe, that you saw in that first initial teaser trailer. That's quite a cool one. That is a cool car, I have to say. The cars this season do look pretty cool. Whether they'll be that useful in the end and whether I can use them, I'll have to give them a go and maybe I might use it in ranked one day. We'll have to see what the hitbox is and things like that. And now we'll move into the Mako Submariner. Pretty ugly. Don't think I'm ever going to be using that one, unfortunately. The Snorkel Limited Topper. That's quite a cool little topper. I know no one's ever going to use it, but that is quite a cool little topper that you've got on the top there. The Ice Crack Player Banner. That's quite a cool little player banner. Although it doesn't really go with the white of the Season 10 Orangenia, so I'd have to change the title if I was going to use that banner. Then after that, we've got the Wavy paint finish. It's alright, that paint finish, nothing special. Then the Scrimmy Limited Wheels there at tier 26. Again, I'm liking that they're sort of block colours in these wheels. It's not loads of different colours, loads of weird designs. It's just a straight, simple, standard block colour, and that looks quite good with the cars, to be honest, especially if you could match the colour up with the colour of your car. And now moving into tier 27. Pretty boring Anthem, to be honest. If I'm scoring, I want something epic coming out. I don't want this sort of slow water music. I don't even know what to call it, to be honest. I'm not Aquaman. This is not the Anthem that I'll be using. And now the Octane White Cap, Limited Decal. Not the nicest of decals. I don't really use the Octane that much anymore. The Mako Circuit Limited Decal, though. That's quite a nice one, I have to say. It's a bit like a rally car decal there. So I could see myself using that one for sure. Then you've got the Beach Bum Limited Player title. Probably won't use that one. The Bowling Lane Limited Topper. That's quite cool. I do quite like that, actually. And I like the fact that the ball goes in and out as well. That's a pretty cool one. A bit ugly, won't wear it, but it is quite a cool little topper that they have included in the game. Doesn't make any sense, though, to me that the bowling lane is in the water. I don't know. I maybe missed something there. I have no idea why that's a thing. But anyway, the Sea Spray Limited Rocket Boost. That's quite a cool rocket boost, to be fair. It goes well with the blue cars. Bit of an annoying noise, though, to it. Then you have the Ice Cream or Milkshake that's down here. The Limited Antenna. Ugly. The Angelfish Antenna. Ugly. And the Shark Bite Limited Avatar Border. It's quite a funny one, but doesn't really go well with my logo, unfortunately, so I won't be using that. And Common Drop again there. The Sea Spray Limited Trail, again, goes well with the blue card, just a standard trail. I think they're listening to people now that they don't want these wacky things that you're never going to use, and instead they're using simple basic colours, which you can use in your blue and orange car and things like that. So I quite like that they've done a little bit of a change there. There's the Chain Link Limited Wheels as well, which I do actually really like, the gold in the centre of those wheels. It doesn't really go with the car that I've got at the moment, but it's quite a cool wheel. So especially if you get them painted maybe in different colours. I don't know whether they'll change the colour of the chain link, which I doubt they will. It'll just be the rim bit. But no, so it's a pretty cool one. Then the Artemis Huntress. I'm not going to ever use the Artemis. It's quite a cool decal, actually, if you go back to it. It's quite a cool little decal there for anyone that just used the Artemis. Let me know in the comments if you still use the Artemis. I don't know anyone that uses it, to be honest. And then the Flipper. A pretty wacky one. Again, it's coming out the side of the car where the wheel is, which is a bit strange, but it looks alright, I suppose. Then you've got the Octo Artist Player Banner. It's an okay player banner. It looks a little bit like the one of Fall Guys, doesn't it, really? The octopus there on that right-hand side from the final games that you get in Fall Guys. So that's an alright one. Then you've got the Paladin Noddy. I never use the Paladin anymore, unfortunately. It could be Paladin Noddy, actually, but not the nicest looking decals anyway. Oh, I like that. Quite a cool Tidal Rave goal explosion, especially for the water maps. I feel this probably wouldn't go that well with any other map unless it's in the water. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments on that one. It's alright. Pretty cool if you do use it in Aquadome and this new map that they've got as well, so we'll hopefully check that out in just a minute. Then you've got the Octo Limited Chopper. Pretty cool little octopus, but again, one that no one is ever going to use really. The Turned Metal. That one's alright, the Turned Metal. Maybe, I don't know if I like that or not, to be honest. It's not that great. That's a pretty rubbish limited engine audio, unfortunately. Definitely not one I'll be using. It's meant to sound, I'm guessing, like you're on a boat or in the water or so. So I suppose I can't really do too much with that one. And we're moving up to the Fish Limited Trail. Just looks a bit wacky, shooting some fish out of the trail. The Scrimmy Radiant Wheels. Those limited wheels are okay, I suppose. I've definitely seen better, though. Again, though, I'm liking that they're not too wacky and in your face, and instead go quite nicely with the cars that you're creating. Then you've got the Snorkel Avatar Border. That's quite cool. I like the shape of that, to be honest. It goes quite well with the colours as well, which I've used, the blue and the orange there. That might work, to be honest. When we've got that, we'll have to give it a go, see what it looks like. The No Nonsense limited wheels. I like that they're just one single colour. However, I don't like that it's a bit filled in and the actual rim of it's quite large compared to all the other wheels. But you'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. The Tri-Deco limited paint finish. Definitely see nicer than that. That looks a little bit metal. Then you've just got the Mako limited player banner. It is a nice car, the Mako, to be honest, but as a player banner, not really my thing. The Calasus limited wheels. Again, too much to it, those wheels. Not for me. The Brain Fog animated decal. It's quite a cool animated decal. It's got a little bit of fog to it. You can see the white turning into the blue there, but nothing that I'm really going to use. I don't really understand how Brain Fog there goes with this whole aqua theme. The Breakout Cali Current with limited decal. Not one of the nicest ones they've done. They've definitely done a lot better. The Aqua Tank limited wheels. See, these are the sort of wacky wheels that are quite cool, but no one's ever going to really use them because it doesn't look that nice with the car. It's a little bit of a shame, really, that they do add these sort of wheels, but I suppose some people might use it with the car. I don't know. You never know. We've then got the Fish Scale limited paint finish. Fish Scale ones are never my thing, or any of the snake skin ones, they're never my thing either. The Kraken decal. Not a massive fan of that Kraken decal, to be honest. I suppose it is a little bit similar to the decal that I wear at the moment. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of that Kraken decal, to be honest. To be fair, I shouldn't really be the one judging all these things because I've got probably one of the ugliest car designs in YouTube. But here's the Caged Kraken. That's quite a cool little wheel. I know that no one's going to use it because it's quite ugly, but it is quite a cool wheel that they've made a Kraken that's been caged within the wheel design. I like it, but not really anything that I'm going to ever use on my car designs. You've then got the Jellyfish limited rocket boost. Quite a cool rocket boost. Weird noise though to it. This one's a bit more groovy, a bit more upbeat. So when you score a goal, it's slightly better. But again, there's definitely better Epic Games limited player anthems than this one. Then you have the Mako Scale Veil limited animated decal. Don't think I'm going to be using that one. Like I said, not a massive fan of scales and snake skin, things like that. Not my sort of thing. The Hyper Hum inverted limited wheels. They're quite cool, actually, those Hyper Hums. We'll have to try and get up to that level, and maybe we could use those wheels. Maybe try and make a car design that works with that one. Level tier 67, so we're almost at 70 now. This is the limited trail called Clam Jam. Pretty ugly trail. I thought they would have had nicer trails coming up towards these last tiers. You've then got the Biolumin limited animated decal. That's quite a cool decal, to be fair. I don't know whether I actually prefer that one to the decal that I've currently got on, to be honest. I'm not sure. I don't know whether I like that one or not. I quite like that they've got the black and the white, and it goes really well with the wheels that I've got on right now. Maybe I'll have to give that one a go once we get to that tier. So that's tier 68. 69, which is the TriCast holographics. They look okay, but it's not really going to go well with any of the decals, I don't think, this sort of wheel. So I'll probably say a no to that one. And then finally, tier 70, the Atlantis Goal Explosion. That is a pretty cool goal explosion, to be fair, for that final tier 70, especially for one of those ones that covers the whole map as well. That is pretty cool, and I would definitely use it if I was in the water maps all the time. But none of this aqua stuff really works if you're using an on-land map, in my opinion. But you'll have to let me know what you all think down in the comments as well. And then we'll have a quick scroll through and see if there's anything else or if it's just all the painted stuff. Yeah, it looks like it's just all painted from there. There was actually a few titanium white things which I've noticed here. That could be quite good. The Hyper Hum inverted limited wheels, titanium white, another titanium white wheel here. TriCast holographic. Yeah, a couple of cool things there. The Brain Fog. See, that works quite well, that Brain Fog, because it's titanium white. It works quite well with the wheels and stuff like that. So yeah, I quite like that. Titanium white Brain Fog. So we've got a few things there. The Atlantis Goal Explosion that's blue. That's just too blue then, isn't it, really, because the water's blue. So, yeah, there's lots of good tiers and things to collect. And at tier 70 is where you get that Atlantis Limited Goal Explosion. But you'll have to let me know down in the comment section below what you thought of all of those items and whether you agree or disagree with myself. But now we've had a look at all that, let's take a look at the tournament rewards then. So we'll go into the tournament rewards right now. So let's have a quick preview of them. You have the Heatquake Goal Explosion. That's a cool goal explosion. I actually prefer that one to the other two goal explosions which we have seen so far. It makes like a little orb, then throws it into the ground, and it probably will knock all the cars away as well. So I quite like the look of that one, to be honest. Then you have the Hoopaloop holographic wheels. They're quite cool. Might work well with the orange car. Obviously, we've got the blue car on right now, and Doesn't really work with that one, unfortunately. Then you have the Heatquake boost. I quite like that Heatquake boost as well, so we're going to have to play some more tournaments this season. Sure, make some videos on that so we can try and earn these rewards. The Fishy Frenzy player banner, that's okay, that's a bit mid. Then you've got the Circuiter wheels. Those Circuiter wheels won't go with any car, let's be honest. I don't know why they make sort of wheels that sort of look like this, and I don't really understand how this links to Aqua, but Aqua and Electricity I would have thought would have been complete polar opposites, but you never know, they do add some random stuff in every so often as well. There's the Subdued Import Animated decal. That's quite a nice one as well. Some fairly nice decals this season. I have seen better though. Heatquake, very rare. Trails. I do quite like this little Heatquake series. Maybe you could call it Heatquake series or Heatquake style, that sort of thing. I do quite like the look of those ones. There's the Hoopaloop wheels. Again, not a huge fan of those. The Fidge wheels, not too sure what that's meant to mean, but again, not the nicest wheels. Those ones, the Shebler, they work quite well with the blue car that I've got on at the moment. It's a shame about that red dot in the middle though. Why didn't they make that dot in the middle blue? I don't know why that's red, unfortunately. Just to me, then I'm looking at that red dot as like a target. I don't even know why they've added that, but unfortunately they have. See, that player anthem is so much better than the other two. It's a bit like epic when you score, whereas the other two are just a little bit tame in my opinion. So I do quite like that Mentis Machina, and once we've got that, we can try and give that one a go. The Octane Yaojing, not the nicest of decals, won't be using that one. The Carnival Duck, it's a pretty cool little target on the top of your head whilst you're driving around. Then you've got the Paladin Scorpa Corp. Definitely seemed a lot nicer than that. And finally, the Joke Teeth on the top. They're quite funny as well, but unfortunately, it just doesn't go with the car. It just makes the car look ugly, so people never use them. But it is a cool little uncommon topper that they have added to the game as well. You'll have to let me know what you think of all the tournament rewards. And finally, let's take a quick look at the map and the new car. So we're going to be moving straight into the new Aquadome Salty Shores map. So here we go, we'll join in with that blue team straight away. And there's the new car. We'll give the new car a quick go. I am liking the colours of this new map compared to Aquadome, but I definitely prefer all of the standard maps, the dusk maps, over this one. And I don't like the fact that this is a different colour to the grass. I don't know, I know this is the same on Aquadome to be honest, but I'm not a massive fan that they have made this into two colours. I like the way that it's slightly darker than Aquadome though, and it's not as much stuff on the outside. They've definitely listened to us there, as we do prefer the grass and the dusky sort of maps for sure. And the car's quite a nice car, to be fair, to use. It does remind me a little bit of the Dominus, but slightly shorter than Dominus, maybe even a bit more like the Breakout. And it just feels like quite a light car compared to the Dominus as well. That's a big whiff. And there's the My Goal explosion there. Unfortunately, we don't have the Aqua Goal explosion yet. But let's take a look at the map, outside the map, and see what it looks like out there. So here we are. There is the map there. It looks like it's situated on some sand by the looks of it. On the outsides, just seaweed by the looks of it, with a boat and a bright light there at the top as well, with an anchor coming down in the background as well. I'm not too sure what this is over here. It looks like some form of ruins, like a globe, one of those globe things pointing north. Maybe that's pointing towards something. No, don't think it is, to be honest. There is a bright light coming from over there though, so maybe next season it might be something to do with that bright light, but we'll have to wait till next season to find that one out. You can see there's the anchor. There's a boat up there as well. I'm not too sure whether you can see the boat. A little pathway there into the stadium too, but it doesn't look like you can see much of the boat, to be honest. It's a bit more of a silhouette once I zoom up. Ruins over there, maybe like a decking or a pier of some form, so it looks like it's right down by the side of the beach as well. And let's see what's lit up over here. It looks like it's a ball that's lit up over here, and I think it is. It's sort of like a ball, a globe shaped thing, and it's been lit up there by the light towards the top. I'm not too sure if there's any crowd to this stadium. I don't think there is any crowd by the looks of it. So this is the new Salty Shores Aquadome map. Quite a nice one, definitely nicer than the other Aquadome, but doesn't beat any of the normal standard ones like DFH, Mansfield, Dusk, and all the ones like that. But you'll have to let me know what you think down in the comments section below. And that is it for this video. So I hope you all enjoyed this one, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see some Rocket League content for this season. I'm going to be trying to play some normal modes as well this season to try and get up the ranks in there, maybe play some with Fluky and Atom as well. But I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next one.